Think you are a real car guy? Let's test that right now. I'm going to ask you 10 car questions that every real driver should know. Some of these questions are simple, but others can save you thousands of dollars in repairs. And trust me, most drivers fail this test badly. Keep track of your score as we go. Let's begin. Question number 1. What happens if you put too much oil in your engine? A lot of people think more oil means more protection, but that is completely wrong. Too much oil creates extra pressure inside the engine. That pressure can damage seals, create leaks, and even ruin important engine parts. In some cases, the crankshaft starts hitting the oil and creates foam. Foamy oil cannot lubricate the engine properly, and that can slowly destroy the engine from the inside. A real car guy always checks the correct oil level instead of guessing. Question number 2. What does blue smoke coming out of your exhaust usually mean? If you ever see blue smoke from the back of your car, that is a major warning sign. Blue smoke usually means the engine is burning oil. This can happen because of worn piston rings, leaking valve seals, or other serious engine problems. Many drivers ignore it at first because the car still drives normally, but later the repair bill becomes massive. A smart driver notices the smoke early and gets the issue checked before it gets worse. Question number 3. How often should you check your coolant level? Most people only think about coolant after the engine overheats. That is already too late. Coolant is one of the most important fluids in your vehicle. Without proper coolant levels, your engine temperature can rise very quickly, especially during summer. And overheating can damage the head gasket, radiator, or even the entire engine. Real car guys check coolant regularly, especially before long trips, hot weather, and heavy driving. Question number 4. What tire mistake destroys fuel economy faster than most drivers realize? The answer is incorrect. Tire pressure, driving with low tire pressure, forces the engine to work harder. That means worse fuel economy, less grip, and faster tire wear. Many people spend money on fuel every week without realizing their tires are the real problem. Even being slightly underinflated can affect performance. A real car enthusiast checks tire pressure regularly instead of waiting for problems. Question number 5. What sound usually means your brake pads are worn out? If your car makes squeaking, grinding, or metal scraping sounds while braking, you should never ignore it. Those sounds often mean the brake pads are almost finished. And if you keep driving like that, you can damage the brake rotors too. That repair becomes much more expensive. Good brakes are not just about comfort, they are about safety. A smart driver pays attention to strange brake noises immediately. Question number 6. Should you ignore the check engine light if the car still feels normal? Absolutely not. This is one of the biggest mistakes drivers make. Sometimes the issue is small in the beginning. It could be a sensor spark plug or fuel issue, but ignoring it for weeks or months can turn a cheap repair into a disaster. Modern cars are filled with electronics and warning systems for a reason. The check engine light exists to warn you before serious damage happens. Real car guys never ignore warning lights. Question number 7. What does milky engine oil usually mean? This is a dangerous one. If your engine oil looks milky, creamy, or mixed like chocolate milk, it usually means coolant is mixing with the oil, and that often points to a blown head gasket. This is one of the most feared engine problems because repairs are extremely expensive. Driving too long with contaminated oil can completely destroy the engine. A real car guy checks oil condition carefully instead of only checking the oil level. Question number 8. Which fluid gets ignored the most but can destroy a transmission? Transmission fluid. Many drivers never check it for years. Then suddenly the transmission starts slipping, jerking, or refusing to shift properly. Transmission repairs can cost thousands of dollars, and in many cases, dirty or low transmission fluid is part of the problem. Real drivers understand that every fluid inside the car matters, not just engine oil. Question number 9. Is warming up modern cars for 10 minutes every morning actually good? A lot of people still believe this old myth. Older cars needed longer warm-ups. Modern cars do not. Letting your car idle too long wastes fuel and can even create carbon buildup over time. Most modern engines are designed to warm up while driving gently. So instead of sitting for 10 minutes, drive calmly for the first few minutes. That is much healthier for the vehicle. Question number 10. What is one of the biggest mistakes drivers make during hot summer weather? Ignoring tire condition and coolant levels. Summer heat puts massive stress on tires, engines, and cooling systems. Weak tires can blow out on hot roads. Low coolant can cause overheating very quickly in traffic. And many drivers only realize the problem after they are stranded on the side of the road. A real car guy prepares the car before problems happen, not after. So now be honest. How many questions did you get right? If you scored 8 or higher, you might actually be a real car guy. But if you failed several questions, do not worry. Most drivers never learn these things until something goes wrong, and that mistake usually costs them money. So comment your score below, and let's see who the real car guys really are.